Hi, I'm David Hackoff, Executive Director of NewFest, and on behalf of everyone at NewFest, I want to welcome you to NewFest 2020. This year's festival, the 32nd annual New York LGBTQ Film Festival, is going to look a little bit different than the other 31. This year's festival will be virtual. It's our first ever virtual festival, and all of the films that are available virtually you can watch throughout the United States. So that's 120 queer stories you can watch from anywhere around the country. That's not the only thing that's going to be a little bit different about this year's festival. We are living in a unique moment, to say the least. We have climate change wreaking havoc on the West Coast. We have a pandemic. We have a country that's reckoning with social injustice and facing an economic downturn, not to mention a presidential election coming up in a few weeks that has huge consequences for LGBTQ lives and rights. So we have been working very hard to try to put on an event that meets this moment and that speaks to this moment. So to that end, we've actually extended the festival. It's going to be longer than ever at 11 days, and that'll give you even more time to watch these incredible films. We are also going to have some really engaging conversations with some of your favorite LGBTQ filmmakers and artists. We're going to have panel conversations on topics such as queer journalism and queer global advocacy. We're going to have virtual social events, including the much anticipated return of My Girl Friday. And we are also going to have drive-ins for you New Yorkers. We're going to open the festival with the film Ammonite, starring Kate Winslet at the Queens Drive-In in Corona Park. And Kate will actually be with us virtually to present an award to that film's director, Francis Lee. So we hope you'll join us for that if you are in the New York area. Otherwise, we will see you on our very easy to use, elegant, on-demand platform. And on that platform, you will see introductions to the films in front of historic LGBTQ sites. We're really excited about this. It's a way of us tipping our hat to the queer legacy that's here in New York and capturing the spirit and the energy of the queer community here. And we really want to shine a spotlight on community organizations and landmarks and queer-owned businesses that have been impacted by the pandemic. So look for that on the on-demand platform. I want to thank our sponsors, our presenting sponsor, Warner Media, as well as our signature sponsors, Hyundai and Ogilvy. I also want to thank our incredible board of trustees, as well as the tireless festival team and year-round team who are really working to bring an incredible event to us this October. The presidential election is coming up. It's coming up November 3rd. Vote, vote, vote. Please vote. Get out the vote. And join us in making sure the world knows queer voices cannot be silenced. Queer stories cannot be silenced. The festival art this year, which was created in collaboration with Ogilvy and the queer New York City artist Marcos Chin, captures this spirit of pride and protest and really raising our voices. And you can raise your voice, join the filmmakers who have raised their voices at our festival starting October 16th. Here is a sneak peek at what to expect.
He tried to kiss me, which was gross. Completely solidified my theory that I'm a raging homosexual.
It's alright, it's okay. Break the silence, break the chain. Live your life and don't let anybody change what's inside you. One day they're gonna see our names in some great story. One day they're gonna sing our praise for all our glory. 'Cause out here we can be anything. Can you feel it out here?
You're gonna be the person you decide to be, or you're gonna be the person everyone else tells you are.
Can you feel it? It's alright, it's okay. Break the silence, break the chain. Live your life and don't let anybody change what's inside you. It's alright.
I'm Nick McCarthy, Director of Programming at NewFest. We are so excited to share over 120 premiere and specially curated films representing 24 countries in this year's program. ranging from the newest work from leading international auteurs and Academy Award winners to emerging LGBTQ filmmakers premiering their work for the very first time at NewFest this year. Whether reminding everyone of our community's history of pride and protest against oppressive administrations and institutions, celebrating the clear fact that all Black lives matter, standing up for the visibility of our LGBTQ siblings across the globe, and facilitating intergenerational dialogue within our community. This year's lineup proves that the personal is political when lives are at stake, and the sharing of human stories are essential in that fight. I'd like to thank the programming team, Cyrus, Desmond, and Shayna, as well as over 25 screening committee members from the community who helped dive through record-breaking submissions to find gems that speak to the current moment. And of course, a hearty congratulations to all the filmmakers. You trust us with your stories, and we are honored to provide the platform to share them. This year, 63% of films are directed by women and non-binary filmmakers, and 76% of content is by and about underrepresented voices, including women, people of color, trans, bi, and differently abled. From narratives to documentaries to shorts to episodics, this year's program channels themes that inform our community and society at large while confronting the edges of democracy in which we find ourselves. And on a more celebratory note, honoring our strong history of LGBTQ ancestry that broke barriers before, featuring portraits of unsung global icons and hometown heroes alike. This year's program will raise human spirits by uplifting our voices. And with an all-access virtual pass, this is your chance to be adventurous. So explore all the films we'll be featuring, including 10 shorts programs that include work from the newest wave of emerging LGBTQ filmmakers. So start decorating your living room to create your own personal theater setup. Turn down the lights, put away your devices, unless you're socially distanced watching together with a friend from another place, and dive into a world of over 120 vibrant and life-affirming stories from our community. And from the NewFest family to y'all.
See you at NewFest.